To generate a personalized presentation, you will need to fill out inputs, which are used to customize everything, from charts to images to text and to tables. You can also provide additional inputs, such as dates, that will help inform what data Matik pulls. Inputs are located on the left side of the screen after you select a template. There are several kinds of input formats, with this example containing single select and multi-select dropdowns, date pickers, and self-entry inputs. For more information on the other kinds of inputs you may encounter, feel free to check out the input section of our Help Center. Once all input values are entered, click on Generate Presentation to begin the creation process of an automated personalized presentation. When you select a template, you also have the ability to include slides from other templates before generating your presentation. You will only be able to pull from templates that you have been granted access to. To do so, hover your cursor in the white space between slides in the template preview page in Matik. Click on the plus icon to pull up a pop-up window where you can search for and select a specific template from the drop-down pane. Once you select a template, you can choose to include all of the slides in said template. You can also individually select the slide or slides that you want to insert by clicking the checkbox in the bottom right corner of each slide. Finally, click on Insert Slides to add your chosen slides in the location of the presentation where you initially clicked on that plus icon. If you ever want to remove slides that have been added, click on the little X icon in the upper right corner of the slide preview to remove it from the template. Note that adding or removing slides from a template will likely affect the number of inputs needed to generate this presentation, as slides from other templates may have inputs of their own that also carry over. Scheduling is a unique Matik feature which allows you to auto-generate presentations on a set cadence and have them delivered directly to you via email and within the Matik app. To schedule the generation of a presentation, first select your desired template. Populate the necessary inputs on the left side of the screen and then click on the clock icon in the bottom right of the input section of the preview page. A pop-up window will appear. You have the option to select a relative date range when you're scheduling. If you do, presentations will generate with data that's relative to the date of generation. That is, you could select to pull data from the past 3 full months at each scheduled generation. You will need to enter both the frequency that you want the presentation to be generated on and the number of times the presentation should be generated before the scheduling cadence ends. You can select to have your presentation generated either monthly, weekly, or daily. In this example, I want the presentation to be generated on the 1st of every month and end after 3 occurrences. You also have the option to have the generated presentations follow a specific naming convention. The last step is to click the Preview Scheduled Presentation option, where Matik will load a preview of your generated presentations to review before clicking on Confirm Schedule. You can edit your schedules by clicking the Scheduling tab as well. Each time a presentation generates according to your schedule, you'll receive an email and link to them directly from us. The bulk generation feature in Matik allows you to create multiple presentations at the same time, instead of submitting an input form multiple times. Note that the ability to bulk generate must be enabled by your Matik admin. To bulk generate a presentation, look for the overlapping slide icon next to an input's name. The icon indicates that you can provide multiple values in that field to create multiple presentations. Click on this icon to activate bulk generation for the associated input. Note that you can only bulk generate on one input, and once an input is selected, all other inputs that can be bulk generated will be grayed out. In this example, the presentation is being bulk generated based on the proposed number of licenses. After you provide the different values for bulk generation and fill out the rest of the input form as usual, select Generate Presentation to initiate the creation of individual presentations for your inputs in the bulk generated field. In this example, there are 2 presentations created for the 50 and 70 proposed number of licenses that were entered as input values. Matik will send you an email when your bulk generated presentations are finished. If you find yourself always adding the same slides to the same template, you can create a sub-template to save that slide combination for future use. Note that the ability to save subtemplates must be enabled by your Matik admin. Once enabled, you can save a subtemplate by clicking on the Save as Subtemplate option at the top of the template preview page. Note that when you save a subtemplate, by default, you are the only end user who has access to it. You can grant access to the subtemplate to other users and admins post-save by editing the sharing permissions through the Share pop-up window in Matik.